Are you frustrated with your volleyball spike not landing the way you want? You are not alone. In today's video, I'm exposing the 7 most common mistakes that are completely ruining your spike, and you might not even know you are making them. This error can stop you from hitting with power, accuracy and consistency. Stick until the end because I'm not just pointing out the problems, I'm giving you the solutions to fix them and start spiking like a pro. You don't want to miss these game-changing tips. Let's dive in. Are you struggling to get your spikes to the next level? The issue might be your approach timing. Many players rush their steps or hesitate, which leads to a weak spike. This mistake is more common than you think and can drastically impact your attack. When your approach is off, you lose the momentum needed to generate power. Whether you are taking too many steps or not enough, improper timing means you are not sync with the ball or the jump. This leads to poor contact, limiting your ability to hit with speed and precision. So how can you fix this? Start by focusing on 3 key steps in your approach: low, slow and explode. Begin with a smooth, controlled approach, ensuring you are balanced and preparing to drive from your legs. As you take your last 2 steps, speed up and use your body to explode into the jump. Timing your last steps to match the ball's trajectory is crucial. The moment your foot lands for your final steps, you should be jumping, giving you that perfect opportunity to generate explosive power. Practice this by breaking your approach down and focusing on those last 2 explosive steps. When your approach is timed perfectly, you'll feel the difference in your spike. More power, more control and much more effective attack. Keep practicing and soon your spikes will be unstoppable. And I speak much more about how to improve your approach in my attack crash course, which you can find in the Next Gen Hitter. Link is in description. One of the most common mistakes that can completely ruin your volleyball spike is incorrect footwork. If your feet aren't positioned properly or if you lack the necessary agility to adjust during your approach, it throws off your entire spike. You may end up off balance, losing power or missing the ball altogether. It's all about setting up that explosive energy to transfer smoothly into your swing. So how do you fix this? First, focus on your approach. Start with a balanced stance, keeping your feet shoulders width apart. As you move into your jump, use a 3 steps or 4-step approach. The first step is small, the second should be slightly longer, and the third step should be your power step, where you push off explosively. The key is to plant your feet in the right direction. Left foot in front of right foot under angle of about 45 degrees. Next, remember that agility is just as crucial. If the set is off target, your footwork needs to adjust quickly to remain balanced. Always make sure to stay a bit low during your approach. This helps with explosiveness when you go for that big jump. Finally, don't forget to land properly. Make sure you are landing softly with your knees slightly bent to absorb the impact and prevent injury. Get this footwork right and you'll see a massive difference in your power, consistency and overall spiking performance. Keep practicing these steps until they become second nature. When it comes to spiking in volleyball, your arm swing is one of the most important factors determining the power and precision of your hit. A weak or incomplete arm swing can completely diminish the force you generate, leaving your spike lacking power and in some cases making it easy for the opposing team to block. Why it's a problem? A lot of players make the mistake of not fully extending their arm during the swing. This can happen if you are rushing your approach or not engaging your shoulder muscles properly. When you don't extend your arm fully or rotate it at the right moment, the result is a weak, ineffective spike that doesn't get enough speed or topspin. You might even notice the ball floating or lacking that sharp trajectory that makes a spike difficult to defend. The fix? To fix this, focus on the full extension of your arm. As you swing, engage your shoulder, arm and wrist to create a whipping motion. Think of your arm like a slingshot, starting from a cooked position and extending fully through the ball to maximize power. Practice ensuring your elbow locked out fully at the point of contact. This motion adds speed and topspin, allowing your spike to travel faster and more accurately, making it harder for the defense to handle. So next time you are practicing your spike, really emphasize that arm swing extension and feel the difference in power. If you are not using your core when you spike, you are leaving a huge amount of power on the table. The core is the powerhouse of your body. It's the bridge between your lower body and upper body. Failing to engage it during your spikes means you are relying too much on your arm and shoulders, which results in less explosive energy and a weak, ineffective attack. Now let's fix it. To properly engage your core, you need to focus on driving through your hips and abs. When you approach the ball, shift your weight to your back leg, then push off with your legs. But here is the secret. Don't just rely on your legs. As you jump, make sure your core tightens. Visualize pulling your belly button towards your spine as you move upward. This engages your abs and creates a powerful transfer of energy from your lower body through to your arms. As you swing, think of it like a whip. The force generated from your legs and core will transfer to your arms, making the spike not only more powerful but also more precise. Practice this core engagement with drills like slow motion spikes or wall hits to build muscle memory. Remember, the more you activate your core, the stronger and more controlled your spikes will become, leading to better results every time. One of the most common mistakes I see players make when spiking is not watching the ball. It may sound basic, but taking your eyes off the ball can severely impact your contact and accuracy. When you lose sight of the ball, you are guessing where it will be, leading to mistimed swing and weak hits. This lack of focus is one of the main reasons spikes miss the mark or go into the net. So how do you fix this? The solution is simple. Keep your eyes on the ball from the movement it leaves the setter's hands until you make contact. Staying focused on the ball helps you track its flight path, judge its speed and position your body correctly. This enables you to time your jump and swing for the perfect attack. Make sure your focus is locked in, whether it's a high ball or a quick set. Maintain your gaze on the ball and use your peripheral vision to spot the blockers. The more you practice this, the more natural it will become, and the cleaner your spikes will be. Remember, focusing on the ball ensures you stay in control, make solid contact, and improve your overall spiking game. Keep your eyes locked on the ball every time. One of the biggest mistakes that can ruin your volleyball spike is incorrect hand positioning. Many players don't realize that the way you position your hand on contact with the ball directly affects the power and accuracy of your spike. If your hand is too open, too closed, or misaligned, you won't get the clean hit needed for a powerful attack. Instead of delivering a controlled explosive hit, your spike might turn into a weak erratic ball fly that is easy for defenders to handle. Now here is how to fix it. To achieve a clean, powerful spike, you need to focus on your hand placement just before contact. Start by positioning your hand like you are about to catch the ball. Your fingers should be relaxed and your palm should face the ball. As you approach the ball, make sure your hand is in a slightly cupped position, creating a solid surface for contact. This will give you more control and it will allow you to generate more power from your arm swing. When you hit, ensure that you snap the wrist at the last moment, driving your hand through the ball and following through with your arm for maximum force. With the right hand position, your spikes will have more precision and speed, making them way harder to block and easier to score with. Fix this mistake and you'll see immediate improvements in your spike game. When you are attacking at the net, facing a big block can feel intimidating. But one of the biggest mistakes players make is not adjusting their spike to account for blockers. Instead of focusing just on power, they fail to see where the blockers are positioned and end up hitting directly into their hands. This leads to blocked spike or missed opportunities to score. Here is the fix. Spot the blockers. Before you jump, take a quick glance at where the blockers are. If they are lined up directly in front of you, aim for the space between them or over the top of their hands. If the blockers are spread out, use the gap to your advantage. You can even spike at their hands with the right angle to get the ball through the block. It's not just about power, it's about smart placement. Try adjusting your angle to hit either high of the hands for a deflection or cut across the court if they are jumping late. And remember, adjusting your approach based on the block positioning is key. Practice spiking with different angles and train your eyes to read the blockers faster. With the right mindset and strategy, you'll start winning more points and avoiding those pesky blocks. Don't just go for power. Go for precision. Now take these tips, practice them, and become the hitter that no block can stop. That's it for today's video. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated with more volleyball secrets. Remember, perfecting your spikes takes practice, but with the right guidance, you can elevate your game to the next level. Want even more in-depth drills and expert tips? Check out my next-gen hitter and join my private community where you can connect with fellow players and get exclusive access to personalized coaching, video breakdowns, and more. Start training smarter and let's take your volleyball skills to the new heights. I see you in the next video. Bye.